you up on a late night cruise, just me and you, there's nothing else to do. Lover, baby, would you mind if I rubbed all on you and your skirt begin to? And I'm trying to keep my eyes on the road, and I know you heard it all before. You're nothing like the rest, exactly what I'm looking for. Not concerned about your one man trash is now my neck, so just prepare for the best loving. This loving that you'll be receiving, it's all that you will be needing. Nothing else, I guarantee it. Baby, would you mind? And you're something that I truly treasure, and you know you make me better. Let's ride out in this weather with the bass bumping my top back, and I got you by my side. We ride around Miami, pour that liquor while we ride, and we don't need nobody else. It's already good vibes, but before we end tonight, girl, tell me, would you mind? Yeah. Tell me, would you mind if I kissed you there? Tell me, would you mind if I touched you there? Tell me, would you mind? Tell me, would you mind? And I love. Tell me, would you mind? Tell me, would you mind? Tell me, would you? Yeah. Baby, would you mind if I touch that spot that make you weak? Have you saying, take me to the sheets, lover? Baby, would you mind? Baby, if I rubbed your feet, long day at work, just leave that up to me. Oh, cause I wanna spend my life with you. Right now it feels like everything is right with you. Baby, you see I'm on a mission. Turn off your phone, girl, it's time to get missing. Wanna treat you like Jay-Z, treat Queen B. Independent, but I'm here, girl, if you need me. And this thing we have is much more than a chemistry. I'm hoping you can feel me, cause the bass bumping my top back, and I got you by my side. We ride around Miami, pour that liquor while we ride, and we don't need nobody else. It's already good vibes, but we end tonight. Girl, tell me, would you mind? Would you mind? Tell me, would you mind if I kissed you there? Tell me, would you mind if I touched you there? Tell me, would you mind? Would you mind? Tell me, would you mind? Tell me, would you mind? Would you mind? Got to have your love, girl, that's all I've been thinking. I've got to have your love, girl, that's all I've been thinking of. Do you want it?
Yes, I want it.
Do you want it, babe?
Yes, I want it.
Do you want it?
Yes, I want it.
Do you want it,
Yes, I
babe?
want it,
Do you want it? Do you want it, baby? Do you want it?
Welcome back to the Ms.Dria show. Here I have with me Mr. Would You Mind himself, R&B singer Ronnie V.O.P.
How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I can't complain. Beautiful day. You know, weather's kind of crazy in Miami. I'm sorry, too. I mean, I just got to say this. I was kind of late, but the traffic is crazy in Miami right now. But I'm just glad I was able to make it here tonight to spend some time with you.
I appreciate you for coming out to the show.
And I'm proud of you with this show. I've been hearing about it. I've been seeing it all over the place. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And likewise. Now, where are you from?
Well, I'm originally from Miami-Dade County, Carroll City to be exact.
Okay. And how long have you been singing?
Well, I've been singing since I was about 5 years old. My grandmother actually discovered me picking me up from school one day. And I remember it like it was yesterday. I was actually singing one of those old gospel hymns, and she pulled the call over and was like, boy, sing that song again. So I sung it, and ever since then, she just really just took me up underneath her wing. And my grandmother was my vocal coach. My grandmother taught me everything I know about music. She was what you call an idol, as far as people that look up to, certain stars. My grandmother was the first star in my eyes.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
So for those of you who don't know, that video that we just watched, Would You Mind, that was by Mr. Ronnie V.O.P himself. That was one of the hottest R&B songs in 2015. And if I tell you myself, I played that song out like it was no tomorrow.
Wow.
It was one of my favorite songs of the year. I promise you that.
Well, thank you so much. And honestly, just the love that it got, I just really appreciate that because, that's always been my goal. I come from a household of, timeless music. So I always wanted to create timeless music. I never wanted to make something that was just for the trend or just for the moment. I always wanted people to be able to play it over and over again and never get tired of it, as if you played it for the first time again.
Exactly. And you did that with Would You Mind. It was
Thank
great.
you.
So what artists inspire you?
Well, like I said before, my grandmother was one of the first that I ever looked up to, but I grew up on a lot of the Motown, Michael Jackson, Jackson 5, Stevie Wonder, Marvin Gaye, Diana Ross, The Supremes. I just enjoyed just that era a lot. Oh, and my favorite band is Earth, Wind & Fire, so moving on to the 70s, I really enjoy that music too. Teddy, Luther, Whitney, yeah. I'm inspired.
Soul.
Yeah, I really do have an old soul, but I'm just really just inspired by just, great vocalists and groups from back then, period. The Bee Gees are one of my favorite groups, so, yeah.
Wow. So how did Would You Mind come about? Like, what inspired you to write that?
I was actually listening to Earth, Wind & Fire had a record called Love's Holiday, but a lot of people know it as Would You Mind? Would you mind if I touched, if I... So I was in my room and I was like, wow, what if somebody wrote a modern day one? So, little confession, I went to the bathroom and pulled out my pen and pad and just got in like my place. Some people have to find that place. And it really didn't take me long at all. And I remember it like it was yesterday. My mom banging on the door like, boy, what are you doing in there? Why you been in there for so long? And I'm like, relax, I'm writing something right now. And the next day we went to the studio, my dream studio, a dream come true for me. That was my first time being able to record at Circle House Studios in North Miami. And the energy was just right. And I went, I wrote the record at home, but I went to the studio, I recorded it, laid the backgrounds, did everything. And we finished Would You Mind within like 3 hours.
Wow, so that's
Yeah.
great. That's great timing.
And the beautiful thing about it is we weren't even trying to make a hit record. We were just making great music. I didn't even think that out of all the songs we recorded, Would You Mind was going to be the one that was chosen. So
Wow.
it's pretty amazing how that happened.
But as long as you try to make, a hit record, a great record is going to be a hit record.
And the funny thing is sometimes when you just, allow yourself to just make music and don't get into the whole political part of it as far as, I need a hit. Sometimes when you just allow yourself in your camp to have fun and just go in there and create the magic, things like this happen. So
That's great. Now, as far as the song and the feedback, because the song is in rotation everywhere,
yeah.
what is some of the feedback that you get?
I've gotten a lot of feedback. Another funny thing about this story is that I didn't know that my record was on the radio until about 2-3 days later. I got phone calls and I was like, okay, whatever, yeah, y'all lying. But I actually, once the IG video started rolling, and I'm like, whoa, like I couldn't believe it. Just getting that love from home first and foremost, because it's so hard, to get that love from Miami and then being R&B, because we don't really have R&B platforms down here in Miami. Hip hop is pretty easy. You go here, but we don't have that much of an outlet for R&B. So for 99 Jams to be one of the number one stations in Miami, and then to have my record in rotation was like truly a blessing. But the feedback has been completely amazing. Till this day, people still call me and tell me. My mom called me last night. I was actually in the studio working on some new stuff, and my mom called me with the record blasting, and I hear Freddie Cruz like, yeah, that's Ronnie the V.O.P. So I'm like, I appreciate it. I really do. It's amazing.
That's great. Okay, so coming up, like you already work with a lot of popular artists from Miami.
Yes.
Briscoe, Brianna, Zoe Dallas, and Iceberg.
Yes.
However, you recently, Would You Mind, landed you on the stage with a few R&B legends such as Genuine and Babyface and Anthony Hamilton. Like, what was that experience like?
The energy was just completely amazing. And honestly, I wasn't nervous at all. I think that it was more so like, you know, this is going down in my city because Miami is my home, and I felt like I had to prove a point that we have talented brothers, you know, down here that can sing as well. And so even just for all the R&B artists down here, I felt like you know, that was an honor for me to be able to represent. And the energy was just great, you know, seeing Genuine fly past you. He's going to his dressing room, I'm going to mine, and Drew Hill is backstage getting amped up. And the only person I really was able to really speak to briefly was Babyface, which was one person that was really my goal that night, to speak to him. I respect him as, you know, and as a writer, as an artist, you know, just for all the amazing things that he's done in R&B as a whole. So I spoke to him, and he just was really just able to give me encouragement. One thing I respect about him was that he allowed himself time to come out of his dressing room for about 5 to 10 minutes for everybody's set, and then he would go back in for whatever reason, you know, to get in his place to get ready for his set. And, you know, he just really told me to stay encouraged and keep doing what I'm doing. And he was just really nice, real kind.
That's great. Okay. Now, from the collaborations that you've done to performing alongside with these R&B legends,
right?
What has that done for your career? Like,
if anything, it has done, it's just made me feel like I've been given more hope. I've always been a firm believer, but, you know, just I feel like there's really hope now for R&B in Miami and just Miami as a whole. It built motivation for me. It made me feel like, wow, if I did it with these guys, I know I'm capable of anything else. So, and I mean, just a little hint, we'll see what happens, but it really looks like I'm very close to being a part of Jazz in the Gardens with Usher this year. So if that happens as well, so, you know, it's just the blessings are flowing. I don't even know how they come, but I just know they're coming my way, and I'm just humble and I'm honored and I'm very grateful.
Oh my goodness, that is so great. Okay, so can we get a little taste live of Ronnie V.O.P?
Sure. Okay. Bass bumping my top back, and I got you by my side. We ride around Miami, pour that liquor while we ride, and we don't need nobody else. It's already good vibes, but before we end tonight, tell me, would you mind? Okay.
That was great.
Thank you.
Like I said, I'm a fan of yours ever since I first heard you. I've been a fan. Always a fan.
Now I've been hearing that a lot, and it's kind of like, it's freaking me out because it's like I have so much work to do, but I really appreciate that. Like, people don't know how much that means to me, to hear people say that, like, you know, you've worked so hard, and people don't know the work that, I mean, I still have a lot of work to do, but people don't know the work that it took up to a Would You Mind moment. And so to hear that, it's like, wow. Like, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Are you working on anything new?
Yes. New single coming very soon.
Okay.
You know, I want to apologize to the people that have been patiently waiting, like, when's the next one coming out? But it's kind of like when you got a timeless record like that one, it's kind of like let it ride the wave. But I'm working on some new music right now. I'm working on a new EP titled 7. So that should be coming very, very soon. We're just putting the final finishing touches on it. So could be expecting that very soon. And we're going to do some really big things for the EP release party. Try to have some special guests come out and get on the stage with me. A lot of big heavy promo. I have a band now, and they're like my brothers, like my blood brothers. I have so much love for those guys being a part of my camp. So we bring the music to life. So it's going to be a lot of dope things going on.
Okay, so that's great because we cannot wait.
Thank you.
That's great. Now, as far as your social media, would you like to give out any social media?
Sure. You guys can follow me at Ronnie_V.O.P. on Twitter and Instagram. That's RONNIE_VOP. And I tell you what, if you comment underneath and you say Ms.Dria Show, I will follow you back. That's all you have to comment, Ms.Dria Show. I will follow you guys back. My Facebook, same thing, Ronnie V.O.P. RONNIE VOP. YouTube, Ronnie V.O.P. Google Ronnie V.O.P. My name, everything about me will come up. And also you can download the single Would You Mind on iTunes. You can stream it on Spotify. It's also on Amazon, Google Play. It's everywhere. So you can check that out as well.
Great. So I would like to thank you personally, Ronnie, for coming to the Ms.Dria Show.
Thank you so much. I couldn't wait to get here. I know it's been like but I'm so thankful that I was finally able to make it here. And I'm really enjoying this time.
Thank you. So whenever you feel the need and whenever you're ready to come back to the Ms.Dria Show, I like to welcome you back.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. We definitely coming back. We family now. You know how we do. We family now. And we'll definitely come back. You know, next single, next EP release, whatever the case may be. Even if I do get these slots that are so dope and so big for me and my career, I will come back, sit right on this lucky couch and talk about it. So yeah, I'm here now. I'm here. And also, you know, not even just you telling me thank you, but I want to say thank you for having me. And I want to say thank you to the people that may have heard my record and didn't know who I was. I just want to completely say thank you. And, you know, Maya Angelou once said something similar, like, you know, people may forget what you look like, people may forget what you sound like, but people will never forget how you made them feel. So if Would You Mind ever made you feel any kind of way as far as the love, which is my message and what I love to spread, I want to say thank you. And back to you, because I feel like I'm talking too much.
No, you did great. You did great. Thank you so much. So everyone, stay tuned. Be sure to check out Ronnie and Would You Mind. Stay tuned. We're going to take a quick break, and when we finish, we're going to come back with more of the Ms.Dria Show.